Welcome to Capoeira number 2. This is my final video for tonight. This is technically not my final video for tonight because it is Throwback Tuesday or Tribute Tuesday. So I'm feeling a lot better than I did last night with the diarrhea. So, sorry Instagram. So with that, I will probably do a recap of Monologue Monday and more Black History superheroes. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do until I do it. But yeah, for now, this is the last video outside for martial arts. Alright, so, as you all know, I did promise a world kick from Capoeira with my hands unbound. Instagram just paused. Alright, so, world kick looks better like that. A lot easier to do it when your hands are not bound. Let me get far enough back so you can see my body. So here, plant, and spin. Ready? Here we go. Now, most Capoeira people, that's not how that ends. I'm going to attempt to follow through with the tornado kick, which means I'm probably going to get fucked up. Okay. So, here, I gotta try and feel it. Maybe I'll go the other way. So, nope. Can't go the other way, and I think I just put my hands in the dirt. Okay, I couldn't tell if Instagram could see me or not. So, let's try it again. Here, there. Totally screwed it up. But yeah, a Capoeira expert would have made that look awesome. I'm not a Capoeira expert. Now, let me explain why I took Capoeira. Well, a little bit that I took so that if I ever come across a guy who, like Mark Dacascos, was a badass with the movie Only the Strong and could do Capoeira, I was never really interested in Capoeira until I saw Mark Dacascos in Only the Strong. Alright, now, with all due respect and mad love for Mark Dacascos, his parents are both martial artists, so there was no way in hell that he couldn't be one of the world's best martial artists. But when he got put on the map, it was through Capoeira and Only the Strong versus American Samurai. Alright, so, now with Capoeira, you learn your Jenga, you learn your history, the most famous wheel kick, and then everybody remembers Blanca from Street Fighter. He's one of the people that introduced Capoeira to the world, and everybody loves the fuck out of Eddie Gordo in Tekken for Street Fighter. Tekken for Capoeira. So, that move that I did, just look at Eddie Gordo and you'll understand why I am not Eddie Gordo. Okay, so I learned Capoeira to fight people who are like Eddie Gordo and Mark Dacascos that are really fucking good at Capoeira. Capoeira is a fucking high-speed martial art. Alright? I learned Kung Fu because my karate wasn't working. Alright? Let's keep it real. My Okinawan freestyle karate wasn't working. So I switched to Kung Fu, which is more Gung Fu Wing Chun versus traditional Shaolin Ryu or anything else. Plus, in Charlottesville, if you could find a Shaolin practitioner, you were doing something. Like, awesome. Alright, so what little bit of Shaolin Kung Fu I learned from somebody who claimed they knew Shaolin Kung Fu. So, I can't complain about what they taught me. I can only use the moves that they taught me. Now, for Wing Chun, I've been improving on my Wing Chun because I initially started off with regular ass Kung Fu, where, punch, impact, that 1-inch punch, boom. Alright, now Wing Chun, it's, Paksao? Chaksao? It's some goddamn trapping hands, alright? So, foom, 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 and then waving hands or push hands, alright? That's in Wing Chun and Shaolin Kung Fu as well as Tai Chi. So, you have to do your research just in case I'm incorrect. That way you can correct me. But from what I was taught, that's what I just told you. So when I switched to karate, from karate to Kung Fu, was because karate wasn't working for me because of my body. Let me explain that before anybody goes all kinds of crazy, because judo works better for me because of my body, but karate wasn't working for me because I don't have a lot of upper body strength. I have a lot of lower body strength. When you have a lot of lower body strength, Kung Fu kind of works better. And so does Taekwondo sometimes. So I took Wing Chun and Kung Fu versus Shaolin Ryu because they are more effective. And then they're the animal styles, all right? So the animal styles, I didn't get taught enough of the animal styles, just enough to get through. So like if somebody whips out the tiger, I can block and I can strike. If someone goes into mantis, I can fight with mantis because I was taught mantis by a Green Beret. I'm not laughing, but I was taught mantis by a Green Beret. And then like snake, you see the beak is open. The beak is open on snake, the beak is closed for crane. So snake, crane, tiger can be this way as well, or this way. Dragon is always starting from the chi area, which is the gut. So block, block, block. Those initial are still the same moves as tiger, and my hip just gave out. Like literally, my right hip just gave out. The one that's going to need to be repaired soon. So when you're dragoning and tigering, those are your basic, your blocks and strikes. Now for Kenpo, you can combine Kenpo with mantis, so when you do strikes in the joints and the pressure points. All right? Hopefully that's making some sense. Anyway, so you have a leaping tiger. You also have a leaping dragon, which is pretty much the same fucking move. All right? But if you want to do dragon, some people, they use the wushu kick, where you leap, but you touch your foot flat. Your foot's supposed to stay flat. I don't have that ballet skill, so my foot is always pointing. You get the gist. But it's also from the spin. There's a hole somewhere here. Okay, so from the spin, you get the gist. Again, things I'm not supposed to do. So you have to adapt to what you do. All right. So with karate, karate's always block and counter. Where kung fu, block, counter at the same time as a strike. So block, counter, So when you're in Wing Chun, boom, boom. This is your extra protection. Boom, boom, low range. Boom, mid range. Boom, high range. You get the gist. Now with Kenpo, this here was to kick you in the elbow. Because everywhere there's a joint, there's a pressure point. So if you're throwing a punch and I block and kick high, if I catch your hand, it works better. That's like almost impossible. So I'm just going to block and kick and try to kick your elbow. Okay? I'm going to try to kick your elbow through your arm. Now for Capoeira, on the other hand, guys jingling. And if you don't know Capoeira, it gets a little bit tricky to combat Capoeira. However, if you do know Chinese Kung Fu, or Gung Fu, or Wing Chun, you can switch from the Jinga to Drunken Master Sui. So that way, you have your combat, you have your snake, your crane, your mantis, your tiger, your dragon, but your sway matches the Jenga. It's a wheel kick block, wheel kick block. So kick, you get your blocks in. Now karate wasn't working for me because I don't have a lot of upper body strength. However, Kung Fu doesn't require a fuck ton of upper body strength. It requires more precise strikes, right? Wing Chun, the reason why you have the arm training is for your precise strikes, all right? So if you're learning Wing Chun and you don't agree with me, that's fine. But if you are a person who is a Wing Chun practitioner, you are probably not going to contest the shit that I just said about your precise strikes, which is why there's trapping hands and push hands, because they are precise strikes. Now, if you add Kenpo into your Wing Chun, boom, 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 and then you add Mantis into your Kenpo and your Wing Chun, you can find precise strikes to place. Now, for those who I'm about to piss off, you're a martial artist and I'm pissing you off, and I'm sorry, but pressure points do work, and as far as I know, I'm going to be honest, I have never made anybody shit on themselves with pressure points, but I have made people stop. So, pain and compliance does work. It is very uncomfortable, and if you are not tough enough or build up an immunity to pressure points, then the pressure points should work. But my favorite, if a person can't breathe, they can't hurt you, and the bigger